Why does Gen Z look so old? People, what up? What's good, man? It's your boy TwoCentz. Y'all, we got something a little bit more lighthearted today, you know what I'm saying? Talking about our looks, our appearance, man. Leave a comment, y'all. Let me know how old y'all think I look, man. I've gotten anything from 17 to 30. So I guess I'll take it. Leave a comment. I'm gonna let y'all know my age at some point in this video, man. But we gonna dive into it. Let's get it.
If you look at these three women, how old do you think?
How old? All right, let's get it. Now, what y'all? I know they all finna be what 18, 19, and 20 or something. We already know how this is gonna go. But she look a good 37, right? She look a good 45, and she look a good 15 to 50.
They are. Chances are you're thinking, okay, well, they're obviously in their mid-30s, but no, they're in their 20s.
Come on, man. I knew it, bro. Bro, like, what type of work are y'all having done, bro? And I'ma just tell y'all how old I am, y'all. I'm 23, bro. I was in school. I could have been, you know what I'm saying, 6th grade. She in 7th. These two in 7th grade. She was in 8th grade. We all went to the same school potentially. That's wild. I know I don't look this old, man. I know I don't.
And these photos are taken from a cast of a dating show in
Word.
the UK called Love Island, where allegedly attractive people, usually in their 20s, go out and date and get in dramas.
Yeah, and this video is a little bit older, y'all. Y'all know Love Island was popping, you know what I'm saying, probably a month ago, right, this last season. But I feel like on these dating shows, bro, they always look way older. All this plastic surgery and stuff, man. Wow.
And many people online were starting to discuss, why does Gen Z look so old? Now, I think the elephant in the room in this example is that they've done a lot of cosmetic surgery, a lot of Botox and filler. It's pretty obvious, right? And I think that's got something to do with it. Gen Z definitely is more likely to get cosmetic surgery compared to previous generations at a younger age. And I think this causes an effect where you kind of assume someone that has a lot of Botox or lip filler
is old,
to be in their 30s trying to look younger.
Right.
You know, people have like a file in their brain for what this type of woman is, and it's usually a woman that is, you know, late 30s trying to look like she's in her 20s. And the actual visual difference between someone with lots of lip filler and Botox in their 30s and 20s is pretty much the same look.
Respectfully, you look
and you
like
know what, bro? Because I feel like every woman I see getting these type of cosmetic, like, they never look younger. They just look strange now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard about, or I seen this girl. I'm pretty sure she's like 22 or something. Right? Like, I feel like it never works. Like, even for the older women get on this stuff done, it never works, man. So, you know, I don't really see the appeal. You know what I'm saying? Sure, like, I don't know, Kim K or whoever, you know, the top celebrities be getting work done, but I feel like by and large, it just doesn't look good. The BBLs, all this stuff, man.
you're pushing 45. Stop getting filler or Botox, whatever you have. It looks so bad. 45? I get like, okay, maybe like late 20s,
No.
30s. 22, yeah, shocker.
So a lot of girls that get a lot of work done in their 20s, you put them in the box
Why?
of women in their 30s trying to look younger. But there's a lot more to this. If you look at a lot of Gen Z, they seem to be developing wrinkles and signs of aging in their skin.
Hold on, y'all. Do I got ring? I know I got, you know what I'm saying, I know I got some blemishes. Is the forehead cool? Hairline reveal. Is the forehead cool, y'all? Am I still young, man? Let me know, man.
Early than others, both men and women. And in this cast of Love Island, lip filler and all that aside, there's definitely some signs of aging going on. Like, there's wrinkles on the face, in the under eye area, nasolabial folds, crow's feet. This isn't something you can hand wave away by saying, oh, they just look more mature because they present themselves more mature. This is the actual structure of the face being older. A lot of people do that in discussions of why people look older or younger. They kind of attribute it just to, you know, the hair and the clothes and so on. Isolate just the face and you can see definite signs of aging. I've noticed this with a lot of people in Gen Z, and even Gen Z themselves are noticing, why are we aging so quick compared to millennials.
And it's funny because, you know, like the studies show, man, we got way less testosterone as well. So like how does that even work, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? A 20, like even if you look at like old athletes, bro, all of them were bald head, like 20 something in the NBA. Nowadays, bro, like you compare like, you know what I'm saying, all the Larry Bird and them to like Jason Tatum, right? Like, so I don't get how we're looking older than the previous generation of like, you know, teen to 20-year old type people, right?
And I believe this has to do with stress. Now, stress
Stress.
has a very significant impact on making your skin age faster and get
Sure.
damaged. Stress creates cortisol, and cortisol reduces your skin collagen, the thing that actually makes your skin young.
Uh-oh.
Being exposed to more cortisol has a whole bunch of negative health effects. It literally makes your entire body age. It's not just
Oh.
the skin. And a lot of studies have shown that Gen Z have much higher rates of stress and other symptoms of poor mental health. And I know boomers are going to like come in and like furiously type at their keyboards, oh, it's just being told that they're stressed, that they're just creating problems out of nothing. But really, I don't think that is the case.
Right.
I think Gen Z are genuinely more stressed than millennials. The general amount of just ambient stress in society, I think, has really escalated since around 2010.
And it's, I mean, it's, I don't know if he's going to get into the reasons why, but obviously, you know, social media, the economy is way worse, you know. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot to be stressed about. We cover some of that on this channel as well, man. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense, right? The cortisol ruining our skin, man.
Think about what it's like going to school today. You're being exposed to so many things that are just going to stress you the fuck out. Men are trying to exploit women. Women are trying to exploit men. The world is going to end due to environmental reasons. Everyone's racist. Everyone's misogynist.
Right.
You can't trust women because they're going to divorce you and take your money. Like, there's so much like societal strife that is just around today that I just don't think existed. And I haven't even gotten into like the financial stuff, which is that the cost of a home is just continuing to get higher and higher, even when adjusting for inflation. So like costs of living are going up, and people know this. Like, people kind of see the writing on the wall. It's not a good sign. And people wonder why Gen Z is aging faster. Of course they're aging faster. Like, they're being stressed out of their mind. And I have a lot of sympathy for Gen Z, and I'm a millennial. I'm 31 myself. And
Word. Bro, I'm thinking this dude was my age. He look young for his age, I feel like. I don't know how old I look. Y'all, again, man, y'all gotta let me know that. But shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? Youthful.
whenever I meet someone in Gen Z, they always say, wow, you look so young.
Right.
I think I've had a very stress-free life compared to most people. I've worked for myself my entire life, kind of get up when I want to, always get my 8 hours of sleep. The last time I cried, I think was like well over 10 years ago. So I think I'm a lot less stressed compared to the average person. And really,
Man, it's not even that he think everything is sunshine and rainbows. It is, bro. Cookies and candy, man. Shout outs to bro.
Really, I haven't even seen any sign of aging whatsoever. Like, I did a test for my health markers when I went to like some fancy gym, and according to my biomarkers, I'm biologically 20. So that's a good sign, right? Like, that kind of shows that if you have a nice, serene and chilled out environment for most of your life, things will go quite a bit better for you. I even got rid of my eye bags just recently, which I made a video about how I did it, which you can see if you become a channel member by clicking the join button. I think I, as an individual, has had a less stressful life than most people, but I think generationally, us millennials had it a bit better than Gen Z. When I was growing up and going through high school and stuff, we didn't really have any existential crisis, or any societal strife that was, dominating our mind, like the culture wars, the woke identity politics. There was just not much of that. But we were young enough that we didn't get stressed the fuck out by the Cold War, nuclear war stress that generations before had. So it was kind of like in the sweet spot where we kind of dodged the Cold War stuff and the woke identity politics stuff. We were kind of in that nice sweet spot, which I think is a big reason why a lot of millennials literally look younger than Gen Z. And I think the woke stuff is way more insidious to people's health than people even realize. I think it goes over a lot of people's heads. The identity politics stuff in society really skyrocketed after 2008.
Right.
But what I can tell you,
And so, this is also why you gotta be careful, bro. You know, getting so caught up and so dialed in of like everything you see that's going on online. Because I feel like, I mean, the majority of the time, you know, you go outside and a lot of these problems that you hear about, you don't experience, right? So I mean, you know, and it's hard too because like we so addicted to our phones, social media, YouTube, right? But man, I you know, it's if you're intentional about like not stressing yourself out, you can do that.
Is a fact is that recruiters talk. And recruiters, like the majority of Canada, don't agree with you. Do you know what that means? Do you have any guesses? Any guesses what that means? What that means is that if you need a job, you might not get one. If you want to keep a job, you might not get to do that.
You see, 2008 was when the financial crisis happened and Occupy Wall Street was a big deal, where pretty much everyone across the board were rightfully furious at...
Hey, shout outs to... Do I got on the black one, y'all? Man, what he doing with my bandana on, man?
banks losing money and getting bailed out by their money that was taxed from them. Oh, and the inflation and all the other stuff that they were behind. So I think Occupy Wall Street was kind of like a big wake-up call for these guys. I think that spooked banks a lot, and they decided, we need to distract people, we need to get them fighting each other. And just coincidentally, you started to see like the typical identity politics keywords appear in articles like quadruple times the amount. Like terms like racism, misogyny, blah blah blah, all just quadrupled in media articles after that point. They figured out, oh shit, people are getting a bit too close to identifying us as enemies. Let's get these guys fighting amongst each other. So the media which they own, they got to produce all of this stuff to stress people out.
20 signs your boyfriend or husband is a misogynist and how to deal with it, by reviewed coach Silvina Silvina. Come on, Michi.
Make people fight against each other. There's so many grifters, there's so many rage baiters, there's so much like propaganda and like bullshit designed to make you distrusting of the man next to you. And it's just like, yeah, of course Gen Z are aging quicker than they're growing up in their formative years in this environment.
Where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and I walk out in public, people think that my mom is my younger sister.
I've even touched like the pandemic, the rumors of World War III. Like, Jesus, like, of course Gen Z are aging quicker. All the cortisol they're being exposed to is just going to annihilate the collagen in their skin. And that's kind of what you're seeing.
I was humbled so quick tonight. I was on live with my boyfriend and someone was like, how old's your girlfriend? And John jokingly responds 47. And the girl comments, oh, I thought she was early 30s. I am 23.
It's like if you have like a bird in a cage and you keep rattling the cage and stressing the fuck out of the bird, yeah, of course the bird isn't going to do as well as other birds. It's going to be a bit more sickly, not as robust.
Right.
You know, it's going to have more problems, more health problems. I feel bad for Gen Z. Like, I do have a lot of sympathy for them. Despite it not being my generation, I see what they're exposed to, and I just think they have it quite rough. Which I know isn't like a popular sentiment. You know, everyone wants to talk shit about Gen Z, right? Now, I can't change any of this. I'm just some guy. But what I do hope I communicate in this video is the importance of reducing stress in your life. You can't change all like the crazy neurosis in the world, but what you can do is minimize the stuff that is stressing you out. Maybe it's not a good idea to consume rage bait content before going to bed. That might disrupt your sleep, increase your cortisol throughout the day.
Instead, man, come pull up to the TwoCentz YouTube channel, hang out with me, man. Chill out, man. Y'all hear the tone of my voice? We chilling, man.
And so on. A big anti-stress life hack that I forgot to mention is getting some sort of app or browser extension that blocks news outlets so you can't see their content. The reason is that the content they make is literally designed to make you stressed and anxious for zero benefit. You aren't missing anything. These guys aren't going to tell you anything useful. So I've been doing that for a while and I think it helped me out quite a lot. There's a lot of things you can do to be more relaxed throughout the day, and if you are interested in looking better, I think you ought to do it. And that's like an added bit of motivation. Not only does stress feel bad and have literal negative health effects, but it also has negative aesthetic effects. If you enjoyed this video, chances are...
And shout outs to, what's his name, man? Aesthetics Waiting, man. Shout outs to Aesthetics Waiting. Y'all get outside, man. You know what I'm saying? Delete Twitter, right? You can probably keep YouTube and everything else, but at least get off Twitter, bro. Don't stress yourself out, man. We trying to stay young as long as possible. But as always, it's your boy TwoCentz. Say it with me. TCZ. We out.